Good morning, students. We were doing the rise of nationalism in India. In that, we had already discussed about non-cooperation movement and arrival of Gandhiji and his other early satyagrahas launched in India. In today's class, we will be discussing formation of Swaraj Party and its working and achievements. Swaraj Party. The withdrawal of NCM movement and arrest of national leaders demoralized the Congress workers. Because of this withdrawal, the national movement received a temporary setback. So Gandhiji advised the Congress workers to abstain from active politics. Now, during that time, Swaraj Party was founded by Pandit Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das in 1923. They used the legislature as a platform to mobilize the people. And by that, the policies of the government were exposed. They participated in the election of 1923. And in that, they secured 45 seats out of 105 seats in central legislature. Gandhiji released from prison in 1924. Though it was opposed to the party in the beginning, but later on he supported it. Now, main aim of the Swaraj Party was to obstruct the proceedings of the legislature from within. Swarajists were called pro-changers and members who opposed them were called no-changers. Now, let's see the achievements of Swaraj Party. Swaraj Party made significant contribution in keeping political aspirations of the people alive. The Swarajists party members, Vittal Bhai was elected as the president of Legislative Assembly. He gave powerful speeches on civil liberties and industrial development. And all the Swarajists prevented anti-Indian bills from being passed from legislature. Now, let's see the achievements. Swarajist party functioned as a group within Congress. They accepted the programs of the Congress. They and the no changers worked in their own separate ways. Both recognized each other's anti-imperialist character. But the death of Chittaranjan Das or C.R. Das, its founder member, gave a setback to the Swaraj Party, and by 1926 election, party lost its popularity. Now let's see, are you able to answer this question? Which of the option is correct for the following question? Swaraj Party was set up by Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das and Sardar Patel. The answer is C. Swaraj Party was set up by Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das or Chittaranjan Das in 1923. Through this party, they wanted to contest elections and use the legislature as a platform to mobilize the people towards the political empowerment. So this was all the details about the Swaraj Party. Now let's see some further details about Simon Commission. Simon Commission. The Indian Statutory Commission was appointed by British government in November 1927, which was popularly known as Simon Commission. It was named after the chairman John Simon. The announcement of its arrival was marked by the beginning of a new phase of Indian national movement, and it revived the political activities in India. This commission was composed of 7 British members of parliament, but it had no Indian members. Such composition of a commission was not acceptable to enlightened Indian political opinion. So all the Indian leaders decided to oppose this commission. This commission aimed to look into and examine the working of the reforms introduced in India by the Government of India Act 1919, and it was also to suggest further constitutional reforms in India. Its arrival and welcoming. Simon Commission arrived in India on 3rd Feb 1928, but it was greeted with black flags, and wherever it visited, a complete hartal was observed. Processions were taken out with the slogan Simon Go Back. An All India strike was organized and demonstrations were held in Bombay, Lahore, and many other places. INC at its session held in Madras in December 1927 decided to boycott the commission at every stage and in every form. This decision was supported both by Hindu Mahasabha and Muslim League. The commission was able to unite different sections of the Indian society, but this unity was very temporary. Now let's see the recommendations of Simon Commission. Diarchy would be abolished. Complete autonomy in the provinces, including law and order department, will be given. The governor would have powers of overriding in certain matters of internal security, and federal government in the center to consist of British India and princely states. A provincial legislative council should be enlarged. Governor General should be free to select and appoint members of his cabinet. High courts to be under the control of the Government of India. British troops and British officers should continue to stay in Indian regiments, and communal representation will be continued. Well, these were the major recommendations of Simon Commission to be introduced in India. But at many of the places, police used brutal force to crush the agitation. Assistant Superintendent of Police Saunders brutally assaulted the demonstrators. In Lahore, Lala Lajpat Rai, while he was leading an anti-Simon Commission procession, was lathi charged. Lala Lajpat Rai was mortally injured and died on 17 November 1930. So Indian leaders and common people were shocked by this incident, and people were encouraged to take action against the British colonial policies. And all these things later on led to the launching of CDM. So till here today. Further details we will continue in next time. In that we will be discussing Lahore session and civil disobedience movement.